So music is doing great in Ghana, but Ghanaian music is also doing better these days beyond the shores of this country. Now, one thing you don't know is that most of the hit songs you hear these days on your television and on your radio are produced by disc jockeys. For instance, Adwinfin is owned by DJ Vyrusky.
Welcome to the world of Vyrusky.
We get to find out from DJ Mike Smith as well, who is also into the business of music production. Mike Smith has produced one of the biggest hits of our time, which is the Jama tune with Patoranking and Lil Shaker. So we come now here to the multimedia group, to our own resident DJs, DJ Andy Dosty and DJ Bridash. These two have entered into the business of producing music. Bridash has a quirky voice, so he cannot really sing. So he decides to have the services of some great musicians to do songs for him. Does he own rights to these songs? How does he get to benefit commercially from the songs that are produced by these renowned musicians? The case of Andy Dosty is quite different. He is behind the turntables, he plays his songs and he sings his songs as well and gets artists to feature on his songs. Is he making money? Is the terrain changing? Are we having these jockeys becoming executive producers of our music these days? Join me on the gist as I go on the journey into the world of DJ Vyrusky, into the home and office of DJ Mike Smith, and also to my own company, the Multimedia Group, as a sample opinions from these jockeys who will become music executives.
You're welcome to the world of Vyrusky.
So what you hear most of the time is you're welcome to the world of Vyrusky. Maybe we've got our own version of DJ Khaled. You're welcome, Vyrusky.
I'm welcome.
Yeah. I'm welcome into the world of Vyrusky.
Yeah.
And how's that world doing?
It's doing good. It's doing great by His grace. Yeah.
So is it that you've conquered this jockeying and you decided, okay?
No. Okay, so I have like mentors. So one of them is like DJ Khaled, like you mentioned, wow. Calvin Harris, and they produce music too. So then we wanted to take music, like DJing, to another level, and they've already done that. So we just had to follow their footsteps, and that's how come I ended up with the production. I've always wanted to produce music because at the age of 7, I played the drums. I've always been that guy producing songs. I used to be a church boy, proper church boy. Wow. And so it's always been there, but then I just wanted to take things slow. You know, in Ghana, you need to be recognized before you can show the world what you can do. But you can't just come in with something when nobody knows you. So I had to get the mileage first for people to know that, okay, this is Vyrusky, now show us what you can do. So that's when it went. I think it started like 4 years ago. That's when I was like, Richie, Charlie, make you teach me this thing, make I know. And I was like, you can learn it. So I was always in the studio trying with my hands and a couple of stuff. Then with the help of Kiddy, Kwame Eugene, I started with the production. Yeah.
Do you think you're the one that started this?
No, I didn't. I think it started way back some years ago when I was even in the university, and Dosty. And Dosty used to do songs, and he was on, I think, Give Me Blow remix, and even he used to rap on it. Mike Smith started before me. DJ Slim had a song before me. Then I think my song really blew. So I was fortunate that Dream Fee, because at Dream Fee, 4.2 million views is huge.
Bad man wanna try me, they wanna come cross my boundary, but that feed yeah. Cause we take it over, yeah. Oh yeah, scatter bad man, scatter bad man, scatter bad man, scatter bad man. I give fear. Oh yeah, scatter bad man, scatter bad man.
Let's talk about DJ Mike Smith's business with music beyond the turntables.
I think it started somewhere 2012. I had wanted to do more than just play music for people to dance. I wanted to put records out for people to jam to elevate, you know, my status, like take me to a different level. So I just went in the studio and then did. I think my first song was with EL and Scientific.
Oh, that's
yeah. It was between 2012 and 2013, and then I realized like it worked. So I just continued.
What song was that?
It's called The Reminder. It's a hip hop song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and it got a lot of attention.
Yes, and then I continued. I followed with Edem and EL, and I followed with Manifest, and I followed with I don't know.
Then you followed with a lot of songs.
Washishi, cocky body. Word up. Cocky body. Let your washishi, cocky body. Nobody body. Give me this, she give me that, and I like the way she know belong. You give me this, you give me that, girl I like the way you know me. Every time I say go, she go, my baby.
When I started, in fact, my first album in 2006, I had people to sing for me, and I produced in the studio. So
was that when you did the rap as well on
No. That album, I only did backing vocals. I featured Ochami Kwame, Kwabna, Floking Stone, Shatarako, Rutai, Georgiara, KK Fosu, Maurice Babyface. So it was a collection, yes.
Huge names.
Yes.
Which of the songs can you vividly remember on that album?
Oh, Ekrasiba was the most popular.
Who sang that one?
Ekrasiba was with Microphone and Tintin. Tintin happens to be the son of executive producer Big Ben.
Okay.
So he had the talent. His parents wouldn't allow him to do music, and I saw the potential in him, so I decided to put him on a record. And
so that was the biggest at that time.
Then Kunta Kinte's Aden, Root Eyes, Wiper. I mean, these songs nearly had nominations at the Ghana Music Awards back then.
They nearly had nominations.
Yes, because they came up for discussions.
Okay.
On several platforms, and I saw them. You know, I saw them.
What took you away from being the man behind the scenes as a producer and now becoming a vocal yourself?
The reason was, at a point in time, I was looking for musicians, I wasn't getting them. Especially after the first album. And even when we were working on the first album, in the studio, I'll come up with ideas. I'll do the demo, so I would sing them before I send them to the musicians. And then they always told me that, but why are you not singing it? Because I see nothing wrong with what you sung. So why don't you sing it? Why?
So you used to sing to them, and then they needed to pick what you had sung and reproduce.
Because I wrote them. So they would sing it. Once they come into the studio, they would come and sing it. But each time they heard it, they were like, what's that? But and no one wanted to know, why don't you try singing? And you see, Ochami Kwame, I had always been with Kwame. I was with Kwame as his DJ. And Kwame and Rutai were the persons that pushed me into production. Because each time I came up with ideas, they were like, whoa, it worked. It worked. Okay, we are waiting for Andy. Okonfo Kwade will wait for me. Even Maurice Babyface, a renowned music producer like Maurice Babyface, will wait for me to come to share ideas. And they also respected my idea as a disc jockey, because
you knew what the people
musicians, producers are musicians, DJs, we are musicians. A lot of people don't know this, because if as a DJ I pick two songs and I can synchronize them and call them mix, or mix two songs and they may synchronize and be nice, I've created music.
Yeah, I love you, die, love you, die. I love you, die. Come here, make a show you love, oh na na na. Baby, I love you, die, love you, die. I love you, die. Come here, make a show you love, oh na na na. Baby, come, baby, show
Initially, I used to sing way back in school. So the whole idea was for me to do a song myself. But I did one or two, and the feedbacks I was getting wasn't cool. So I decided to change the style. So I decided to add, get an artist, two artists together, and then we had our ears together, and then we come up with a song.
And the one you did with Denkills, you sang, you wrote.
Yes. I did. I wrote the song. I did the chorus. I did some verses in the song, but people were laughing at me. That I mean, a DJ who is doing music, definitely they are going to laugh at you. So, in order to avoid.
Andy Dosty is a DJ. He does music.
Andy is more or less like a poem. The kind of words he doesn't do like maybe what's his name, Kim Promise doing a singing. The way Andy has a way he does his things, so it's different from me. Because me, I was trying to sing like one music, or I mean like these young musicians, but honestly speaking, I thought it was good for me, but the feedbacks I was getting wasn't cool, so I needed to switch it into another direction. So that's how come I needed to get a musician, this up and coming musicians, and then the mainstream. Then I give them the idea of how I want the song to be, and then we put our heads together, and then we come up with the song.
It's on, it's love, it is hits, I
Okay.
So you produced the beats yourself?
I did for Adrian Fee. I co-produced Baby. Baby was finally produced by Mzgee, but then he'll tell you, I'm always like, Charlie, I don't like this thing, let's change this, let's add this. He had to play the beats over like 5 times or 6 times before we had what we had. So I'm also part of, I don't just, so sometimes you have artists send you songs that, Vyrusky, I want you to have the song, then bring it out and it'll be a big song. I don't really like that. I want to be part of the production. Then I know, okay, this is the direction I want to go with the song. And I know when we add this to it, it will hit because I'm the one who plays the music and I know what the people like. So I have that advantage of adding a couple of things to the song to make it better sometimes.
Okay, so I called Ephraim, and then I give Ephraim an idea of the kind of beat I want him to cook for me. So I actually came up with a beat, and I told him this is how I want it to sound like. And then I told him that, okay, I'm putting this person, artist A or artist B on it. So I mean, look at the kind of the kind of songs they do, and then create a beat for me.
And it just worked like that?
Yes, it just worked.
Did Ephraim charge you?
No. DJ Bridash on the song. Highly spiritual. Sam Snay on the beat.
Aye, yo, work. Oh, down me, Tina. My jeans are minko. My jeans are minko. Be my baby mama. You never regret.
Sometimes the beats are prepared before I get there. But when I listen to them, I always have my reservations. For me, the producers say I'm insatiable, so working with me is quite difficult because I'm never satisfied. As we speak now, I have a record I'm working on. My current record I'm working on features Stoneboy.
Wow.
I did this. I recorded him in 2012, and I've kept it till now. I've sung it, but I'm still not satisfied with what I've sung. And so I've sent it to someone to listen to it.
You said that you're the one who takes the beats, decide which artist to put on. Is there a reason you're particular about the kind of artists you put on these beats?
I work with everybody, but it depends. The beats, the kind of beats I have will determine the kind of artist I want to put on the song. With the Jama kind of, Patoranking is more like, more urban, so I decided to, and then Shaker. Shaker is like very funny, he like his flow is tight and then he's very funny. So I decided we wanted something people can vibe with, people can, oh wow, okay, I don't like this song, but then after some few days it will grow on you, go like, oh, that's my song.
Auntie, almost see auntie, auntie we mumu, auntie we mumu, auntie we no eyes, auntie no get size, I'm a love you, I'm a love you.
how easy was it for you to get these artists to believe in the dream?
Honestly, getting an artist on a song is not a play game. It's very difficult. Sometimes you need to chase them, heckle them, fight them. Some of them you need to send them messages. I mean, some wild messages. Some like, but if you don't do this thing for me, I don't go play your song before they get in touch with you. Some too will agree that okay, yes, I'm going to do it, but you will never hear from them. So it's very difficult. Some will agree, they'll do the song and then they'll do half of it and then they'll leave it. So it's very difficult trying to get in touch with the artist to collaborate with the song.
Is it because you know that you're not paying them?
Well,
or you have a payment plan for them?
Ideally, honestly speaking, none of the artists that I have done song with has asked me to give him money or do any payment. Most of them is a relationship between the two of you. And well, they might see it as barter. So I record the song for you and then you help me play my song. Basically, I think that is it.
And even with that, it's difficult for you to get them?
Some of them is very difficult. Honestly, some of them is very, very difficult. As I'm talking to you now, I am tracking somebody. I have not got in touch with.
Who is that person? Maybe the person.
I won't mention any.
You mention the name, you know.
Tracking someone.
But you have the latest with Ishan and Kofi Mole. That's a big deal. Ishan is known. Kofi Mole has broken through just like that. It must have been quite tough.
Very tough. Very, very tough. Even when I was able to get in touch with him, for him to do the song for me, getting the data to be taken to the studio was also another issue. So, well, I understand. Maybe he's got something he has to do. But, you know, this industry, we help each other around. So I think sometimes it shouldn't be a problem or it shouldn't be a challenge if a DJ would want to collaborate with an artist. I don't think it should be a problem.
And you're privileged. You're the official DJ for Shatawale, official DJ for Links as well. So you already have these guys working with them. I'm sure it wasn't difficult to tell Shatawale that, look, do a thing on this.
No, it wasn't. Even yesterday, he's saying he woke up and that guy's like, I tell people every time he's like a magician. He woke up and he had just thought of some nice concept and he just called me that, Charlie, Vyrusky, I have this thing coming up. He sent me a beat and he said, Charlie, do your magic, work on it and let's see what happens. So I have a good relationship with Shatawale, with Kitty, with Kwame Eugene, and it makes things easier.
It makes things easier. Yeah. So for you, the links factor played a role. Yeah. There's a lot of people, like you said, reached out to you and say, how about you produce me as well?
Yeah, almost every day I get people sending me.
Why haven't you opened beyond links and then Shatawale's camp? Beyond the people you DJ for?
Okay, so I have an album coming out that has like Joe Beyond, Kwame MP, Medical on, Kwesiata on, Mr. Easy on. So it's beyond. Just that, that's the whole plan. So I wanted to start with, because it's not easy getting songs from people that are not in your camp. I understand artists are working on their stuff. I can't mention names, but you give out beats to people and it takes like 6 months, 7 months for them and they haven't recorded it.
Wow.
So then
they don't give you a reason.
They're like, oh, come. Or
they don't believe in the dream.
I don't even know what their reason is. But then I just take it as they're busy also doing their stuff. You get it? But then if I have these people that every time I can just enter the studio, I have access to them and we can just do something. We keep on creating. And that's how come most of the songs that are already out has Kwame Eugene on all of them, has Shatawale on 2 of them, and Kiddy 1. I have another one with Kiddy, Mr. Easy. Because every time we're in the studio together, you get it. But then I have other songs with other artists. I just decided to put that on an album and release it. That's what.
Did these artists now open up after they saw the...
Yeah, most of them after they saw what Adrian did, that's where it started. So it became easy to have a conversation, okay. Because I think even with Mayo-kun, even though I had a relationship, I think his manager was like, they were in the States and they played that Dream Fee and everybody went crazy and I was like, whose song is that? I was like, oh, the DJ now. The guy is sending you the beats. I was like, oh, okay. Then he just jumped into the studio and finished it up like real quick. Yeah, so I think it's opened up. It's helped me gain relevance, I would say, now in the industry.
You're welcome to the world of Vyrusky.
Never they carry last. Never they carry last. Never ever ever ever. Never they carry
why did you decide to do a Jama track with Party Ranking?
Well, growing up, I used to listen to a lot of JQ beats. JQ, you know, back then he used to do the Jama. He's like the originator, the king of Jama back then. So I mean, Pato Ranking just came to Ghana. He was like, Charlie, let's go back. Let's give them something. You know, Jama is the original Ghanaian culture. You know, so we just went into the studio, and then the producer is in South Africa, so he sent us the beats, and I was like, nah, I don't want this. I want him to play drums. Like I want this. He's a Ghanaian, so he understands the Jama, the typical Jama movement. So he did it, and then he sends the beats, and then Pato Ranking just did his verse. And it was.
Did you think that it was going to blow this?
Yeah.
Oh, you knew?
Yeah, from the beginning, I knew it was going to be hit. But before then, I dropped one with Kwesiata. It's titled The Encore. It was also very big last year. It was very big before Jama came in there.
And then for these artists, how do they also benefit? You pay them off, or
yeah,
you take
some of them return the favors. Like the favors, you know, we play their music, we promote them. Some of them too, we go 50-50 on the streams. You know, but some of them just record the song, oh, Charlie, Mike Smith, what you've done for me, this is what I want to pay you back with, and then that's it. But some of them, they insist on the 50-50, and then we share it.
Why do you think they are interested in the streams? At least they perform the songs for free. Do you charge them when they perform the songs?
Well, I sometimes don't go into that with them, you know. I mean, he did the song, he helped you with the song, he pushed the song, and he wants 50%, so let it go. I'm not greedy.
You carry woman go club, you spend all your money. The girl talk say she no do, you can't dey cry. You carry woman go club, you spend all your money. The girl talk say she no do, you can't dey cry. I'ma see auntie, see auntie, see auntie.
Supposing I pick a song by Ishan and I pick a Sarkodie instrumental. I pick Ishan's voice, there's a Sarkodie instrumental, and I mix them on air and it synchronizes properly. I've created a record right there. Do you understand? These were the reasons most of the music producers back in America that started producing were DJs. The likes of Dr. Dre, D Nice, Jermaine Dupri, and Jazz Jeff and the rest. Do you understand? So for me, I thought that once I had become an integral part of the production, no, I wouldn't just let it go. I must add my voice. Not just shouting with the intro and outro. I must rather sing.
So all the songs that you have sung, I've heard you and Kwame Eugene.
Love You Die.
Love You Die. So the ones you do yourself, of course, those are your personal productions. But with the Love You Die, is it your song? Or
that's my song.
That's your song. So you featured Kwame
Yes.
Eugene. And how does that work? You just call and say, get featured on my song? Or you like you say, you write the lyrics for him and say, come sing it on my song?
In Eugene's case, I met him and I told him I wanted him to bless me with a song. So he created the chorus. He created the beat, actually. He produced the beat. Then I listened to it, sent it to few producers, and they said it was too hip-hop. And we needed to make it softer. So I sent it to it was Kewa that recommended that I send it to the beat god. So it was beat god that diluted it and created that hip life rhythm. You understand? So, yes, the case of Edem, I had just arrived from a trip. I met him. He just picked up a phone, called me, asked me to come to the studio because he's working on a song and he needed me to feature. So I wasn't even prepared. Do you understand? Somebody like Raquel, I had already sent the song to a free A to feature. It took so long. Immediately I called Raquel. She was ready to jump on it. On the way from her house to the studio, she had written a verse. So it becomes a collaboration. But once we have the understanding or agreement that it's my song, it's mine. If it's yours or if you want us to share, well.
So what's the agreement with this one? Like Raquel's case, because that was a huge song. What was the arrangement? Did she have a percentage?
No.
So the song is yours. You own rights both on the internet and wow. How did you get that to happen? Is it because of your work as a disc jockey?
In fact, we didn't discuss that. We didn't discuss it. She only came to feature. If we had discussed the commercial side, I think that would have been arranged. The likes of Edem, we discussed that we will share it.
50-50?
Fortunately for him, he released it on his album. And so the song is on his album. It's on iTunes in his name. I put it there. I'm putting it on my album. So for now, he's the one enjoying.
So how do you get your 50 then? If you
Well, if I put it on my album and I sell it.
No, you know albums do not sell these days as
well, it depends on how you market it.
Do you own royalties to the song? How is it?
So of course I can't perform the song anywhere. I can't go and perform the song anywhere. So what happens is the artist is the right owner of the song. Obviously the song belongs to me, but he or she can perform the song. And I think the song is doing good, and the feedbacks I'm getting from them is good. So, well, if the songs blow up, maybe they might want to perform it. I'm cool. The focus is on me, but let's not forget that it's on the two assets, the two guys who are doing the song. That's Ishon and Mole. The main focus is on them, but the song belongs to me. So it's more or less like me trying to promote the two of them. So the three of us are trying to promote ourselves.
Baby, you know I love you. Make I know if you love me too. If you say no, I do yawa. Follow me, make we go gaga. Make we show that we got kappa. Marry you and sing Hosanna. Yeah. I can't break your together. You are the one. You are the one. Baby girl, I'm so into you.
How's the plan? Do you get to pay these guys, or they own rights to the song?
Okay, so for now, I have a good relationship with them. They've been very good with me, like to me. Most of them don't even take anything. But they're like, okay, they're just doing it to support me because I also support them in so many ways. So they're like, oh, Vyrusky is a guy. Let me just help Vyrusky push his stuff out. None of them ask for anything. Like, I put that stuff out because the thing is I pay for my own video.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you just get them as cast.
Yes.
They just come and feature.
Yes.
You pay for the video. So the song is yours.
Yes, that's mine.
So the view on social media and all that is yours.
Yeah, so it's on my channel. If you realize, all the videos are on my channel.
I even see your tag in there, you know. And so how do they benefit apart from the fact that they are doing this for you? Is there a way they benefit?
Yeah, I always fight to come using that Charlie. Why the song will be on? He always perform every song everywhere he goes, and I think that also helps with the promotion of the song. So they get to perform because Ajunfi was big, and funny enough, when it started, some people didn't even know it was my song because with Ajunfi, I didn't put any tag in the audio. Yeah, so it was just Shatawale Kwame Eugene. It was later that the video came out. I was like, oh, okay, we've asking a song. So they also get to perform it, and that's it.
Talking about people not knowing that is your song, beyond the video where you say you're welcome to the world of Vyrusky, and even with the audio, it's at the beginning. DJs would always skip that. So
of course they play from there.
Exactly. So how do people still realize that these songs are yours?
Okay, so I think that's where the video comes to play.
So if I don't watch the video, I just hear it.
That's to my disadvantage.
Exactly. So how are you securing that as well?
I think that is yet to be fixed because even with the DJ Khaled, it's just the beginning. The reason why DJs don't skip DJ Khaled is I think they don't see him as a competition here. So they get to play DJ Khaled. Very few DJs in Ghana play my song from the beginning. Some, they feel like, okay, I work at Star FM, they are on YFM. Why is he playing the song and it starts with Vyrusky? But me, I don't have a problem. I play every DJ song from the beginning. You get it? Because I see the DJ as an artist now. I don't see you as a DJ. So I take it as this is an artist with a song, and then he's DJ Mike Smith, DJ Lord, DJ. I don't have to skip it. So I don't know why you skip mine. And that's the more reason why we didn't put an intro for Ajunfi.
Okay, because you felt that people might...
Yes, because the team sat down and I was like, okay, cool. Because I released Number, the first song, which I love very much with Kwame Eugene and Kojo Q. But I didn't put out a video. I think that's what worried the song a bit. But I realized that people had because that one, you can't skip the name. I put it in a way that you'd have to play it. So most of my team thought maybe that affected the song. So with Adrian Fee, we took it out. And funny enough, it blew. So I'm not saying that's the reason why it blew, but then it went far. So after that, Never Cry Last, I was like, you know what, let me just put this. And Never Cry Last also went, and Baby too. So I think now they've come to accept that he's doing music now. So let's just push. And DJs are really supporting me, and I appreciate that.
Maybe because the song is good as well.
Yeah. I mean, if it's not good, you know, they'll just pressure there.
Baby, yeah, this character no fi handle. Baby, yeah, my baby, yeah, this character no fi handle. Baby, yeah, this character no fi handle. My baby, yeah, this character no fi handle.
Now, beyond you playing your own music, how do you get others, to support your music and play them?
It's a very difficult thing. It's very, very difficult. I must confess. Until I released Love You Die, radio DJs were not playing my songs. I don't know why.
There couldn't have been a reason.
I don't know.
Is it because you're also a DJ like themselves?
Well, maybe, but Mzgee, don't you think that could even create that platform for us to enjoy that? Oh, our brother has started doing music. Because in 2006, when I put out my first album, all these musicians, all DJs who are doing music now, I'm very sure we're not even dreaming of putting pen to paper or even coming out with releases. In fact, Love You Die has really enjoyed a lot of success.
Is it the Kwame Eugene factor?
Yes. Maybe. And the melody is sweet. Very, very nice. I Want to Be With You. The most unfortunate part is the DJs would rather see me and be fighting me for not producing music videos. Just help me play it. I mean, it's quite a sad situation, but when I was working on my first album, I was thinking that once they start helping me out, a time may come. In fact, I said this before God and man, that I have this vision that a time may come that DJs may also do music. And so once I help them, once they help me, if they release theirs, it's going to be vice versa. Like, I return the favor. And even if they are not doing music themselves, they may be producing their nieces, their nephews, their family members, their friends. And so it's going to be one fraternity.
I've seen your face on the artwork, but for somebody who hasn't seen the artwork and is playing or hearing it on the airwaves, how do you ensure that people know that this is a Bridash's production?
Okay, so when you listen to the first song, Strongbone, the one that I did with Yalbek and Kimaga, you could hear that I did some intro on the song, and then I mentioned my name on the song. And then with the second one, the one featuring Ishon and myself too, I introduced them and then I mentioned my name. So it's more or less like me introducing the two artists on the song. So if you really follow the Bridash brand very well, I mean, when you hear something, you can know that, okay, this is coming from me. More or less like the big DJs like the DJ Khaled, and then I think DJ Khaled has a jargon that he uses.
Another one.
No, another one. Okay, so when you hear another one, you know it is DJ Khaled. And then I think with Vyrusky is another virus.
To the world of virus.
Or another virus, yes. But with mine, as it stands now, I just introduce myself. I let you know whose song you are about to hear. So I think in the meantime that is my.
Is that enough? Because most of the DJs would play, especially when you're at parties, the songs virtually starts from sometime in the middle, yeah, or where the chorus is.
They cut the song, so the beginning of the song does not start. Yes. So I think moving forward, I need to think about something else that, like you said, that will get people, when anybody listen to it, you know that, okay, so this song belongs to DJ Bridash or this song belongs to someone. I think I'll work on it. But as it stands now, I use the intro. So once the song is about to play, when you hear the intro, you know it's me. And they don't mention my name too in the song, in their verses. Yeah, so I think moving forward, we'll work on that.
Somebody can listen to the whole track and not know that it's a Mike Smith production.
Yes, it's because I put them together. I'm like the executive producer of the song. I put them together, I put the beats together, I decide on which artist I want to put on, and I shoot the video, I pay for the video and everything. So I'm like Yeah.
But is there a way that when it's played on radio, without, if I wasn't a media person, I know that this is a song by DJ Mike Smith?
Yes, I have a tagline in it. Mine is like the Shutdown Empire. That's like my label. So most people know me by that tagline. So whenever they hear it, they know it's DJ Mike Smith.
Is it in between? Is it before?
It's usually in the beginning of the song. Every song of mine has a Shutdown Empire.
And that's the problem, because a lot of DJs will not play the beginning of the song to have you hear that. So,
well, and I'm one guy who promotes his music online a lot. I'm all over social media, you know. I push my song on social media a lot, you know. So the people like, okay, DJ Mike Smith's song, okay, okay, I heard it here, and then Charlie, we put it together and then boom.
Down Empire.
Mzgee.
Yeah.
OM.
Charis.
Washishi, cocky body.
Word up.
Cocky body. Nache washishi, cocky body.
Nobody back.
Give me this, she give me that, and I like.
I have Never Carry Last, which is also doing very well. It's like 1 million views. I think that song should have been bigger than it is. If we had some extra, I don't have to say now. But
but you said the conversation, maybe we need to understand what you're saying.
No, I'm just trying to say that with an extra push, maybe outside Ghana, it would have been bigger than.
Do the Nigerians play it at all?
Most of them don't even know it. So
Is it because of the wedding of the song, or do you know?
I don't know. We all say
Or
that
you think
Nigerians don't like pushing Ghanaian stuff. That's what we think. That's how it looks like. But then I think with a little help, I didn't have the rights links then. I think when the song came out, Mayu Kun had a couple of songs just promoted. So he couldn't really focus on pushing
this.
Yeah, so, but then all the same, it did what it was supposed to do, I would say.
But what's the future for this? Is this going to be sustainable? You think that you can
Yeah,
continue
I
with
think
this?
you make money off YouTube and iTunes, like a lot of money.
Oh, I see.
So thanks to Mr. Easy, showed me how to monetize my YouTube and all that, and you make very good money from YouTube every time, like iTunes, Spotify, very like huge, it's very good. So I think that's when I benefit from it. So now I make money from online. So that's how come, if you realize, I'm always posting them so that the views go up, because when the views go up, you make more
So
money.
like 4.2 views, million views, how much is that?
It's not like a fixed sum, but maybe I think almost every 3 weeks you can get a little over $1,000 something coming every time. With mine, it's not just on the like just one video, because I have like other videos that are doing well, and it's you have to advertise your videos.
works, yeah.
So the more adverts that run on your page, the more money.
Be banker before, but it's no easy. Right now I be counting my money so low. I been a come take photo. Them be telling me this, but I no send them, cause my credit don't finish for phone. There are some times like this, I cry for this. We anybody no go fight for now. We sure for me, and for me Eugene, Angela no even to die for this. If you throw me stones, I go rock with it. Throw me bomb and I blow with it. Definitely.
And so it's paying?
Yeah, it depends a lot. Whatever I have today is from DJing and music. Whatever I have, my car, whatever I have is from DJing.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the executive part that you've added to it, you're investing a lot. Are you getting that back?
You know, now we make money from streams a lot. You know, people stream. So if your music blows up, you're a rich man.
But you're making money?
Not yet. I am not making money. I just started.
So you haven't monetized the...
Well, the initial song, that's the first song I did. That's the one I did featuring Den Kills. I heard they made some money, but I didn't bother to find out how much it was. Yeah, because I was not the one who did the putting the music on the stores and then uploading them. I wasn't the one who did it. So I'm told that they made some money. So I'm yet to monetize mine. I mean, the 2 singles that I've released, I'm yet to monetize. I just hope we make something out of it.
Do you know if these artists have already started monetizing it?
No, I don't know.
So don't you know me? Your papa go fi fire me. Your mama go fi fire me. Your sister self go fi fire me. Fire me, so don't you know me? Cause the bond is so strong. Our bond is so strong. I don't know if loving you is wrong, yeah. Loving you is wrong. The bond is so strong. Our bond is so strong. wrong. I don't know if loving you is wrong. Oh, day and day, backlashes they come every day. I'm